underneath the neck into the chest cavity. So the first thing you're feeling is, can you move and separate the neck? Mateus, I think he likes your squeaky toy there. He likes those noises.
You want the camera or you like it?
So this is same. And this is separate. So now I'm going to reverse that out. So I'm pushing into the ribs with the sweep rotation. And again, the reverse of the neck. Now I get it, you cannot sit up per se like this, right? So now I'm going to go into the ribs. And again, different movement in the neck.
Do you want the different?
There we go. So the original movement, you now feel the difference? But now since you're an adult, I'm just going to come here, just for a little bit of a movement. I'm going underneath the iliac crest, rotating it out, I'm pulling on the neck. So the neck I'm pulling towards me as I'm pushing in to the hip area. Just enough to stimulate, and then rotating out. See, now the head's free, so I can go after the shoulder.
Before the shoulder would follow her head, follow neck.
Okay, so contract your toes. See the difference? See how I can't counter through here and let the toes go? But in Ariana's case, so now what I want you to do as I'm going in here nice and slow, I want you to take your right knee and lightly rotate it in. So start to rotate and come out. And rotate and come out. So now I want you to do more what she does. So keeping this straight and starting to just sweep. See the difference? See how it counters through the pelvis. So the pelvis goes down here. So now rotate your knee and stuff and go like you're going to go sitting up. No. Just feel rotating your knee now and just roll like you're rolling over, right? Okay, so we got to work on that for you anyway. So here, come back down. Now really slowly rotate the knee. See how you cannot roll over through your back. You have to put your foot down. Okay? So now rotate your knee, rotate, that's it. Now stay there, come back down, tush comes over. That's what a roll should feel like.
Really?
Yeah. So, see? Rotate. I know, because it's heavy right through here. This is what I was talking about with like the mouth, right? Let's see here. So now rotate your knee and roll over. There. See the difference? Yeah. So, but now, without that I have worked on the other side now, do the same, come towards me. Just see what Ariana was doing. Look at the amount that counter you have to do that your brains, and that's why she throws her foot up. You feel it?
Yeah.
So do it again. See how you're trying to throw this foot up to roll over. So now go the other way.
You have to go get those balls.
Right?
Yeah.
So, is it okay if I do your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just have peanuts.
That's okay. So now just feel here, now coming over. See how your face stops?
Yeah.
Right? So now if I just come in, don't worry about it. So I'm
You got them all. Good job.
there we go. See how it's a rotate, but a pull down? And then we
No,
just
come
come
over
here.
here, closer. Right there. Over here.
There, see how my finger's not catching your
Get an
tooth?
outie.
And wait, and wait. There.
Football. Football.
But see how it's opening this whole side of the face, right? Now, look at that. See how much more I can get out of the chest cavity?
Yeah.
So now feel rolling over.
My head.
Yes, you feel how your head rotates? Now come this way. See how your head didn't even start to rotate?
No.
See? But you see how her cheek wants to stay up? Does that make more sense now?
Yeah.
So yeah, rotate the other way. Look at her cheek. Just look at the cheek. See how she's rotating? And then come this way.
Why is it so much harder when you put it?
And then come this way. See? It's not, that's what Matthias did.
She's trying to throw.
She's doing whatever she can to do it.
Yeah.
That's how she learned. I'll throw something at, but that's what Cupcake's doing. She's throwing whatever.
Yeah, it's to get it.
She's learned that if I put enough effort into it, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
However, you can't have those kind of learning skills and eventually go into walking. Now, walking she still does really well, but I don't want a kid doing this. That's where they say, oh, a child has dystonia. No, they don't. They've learned that if I throw something out, I'm going to move.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? So, she should feel, oh, I'm just so, like, here, okay, so B, no, lay down, lay down, lay down. So here, I'm just working on vision now. So now feel, now I'm going to drop it down a little bit, and see, now come back, and now roll your head with it. Okay? So you feel how, see how the twisting is through the back of her neck? Now if I go this way, see how her head fell? See how I'm purposely moving the beads down. There you go. See how you don't know how to scallop and follow? See scallop? There you go. See the pronation? Do a scallop. See how you can't scallop and you can't follow it. Does that make more sense? So what I'm doing there is I'm making the vision go down and around. This is much more high-end like an adult. But she does not know how to, on this side, scoop down and come around using the head.
Like I never knew how. Or you just need a little work. Like you could fix that in 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. All I have to do is tweak in the nasal. I mean, but if someone had braces, it's going to mess up their vision in those subtle ways. If they had, you know, you can go on and on and on how, if they had a dental implant, root canal, that would all go up there, and that swelling will hit the maxillaries and stuff, and it would be, that's why, so if I had braces, I would talk more like this. Though I'm used to my teeth being straightened and stuff, and that's where people are. And sometimes too, if the braces really hurt, then people have a tendency of going up and over their teeth because they're used to going around the braces. If they had where the braces like pulled their teeth, like more so like Tom Cruise had, he actually had a tooth in the middle of his head instead of having the two down, centered. So that's why you're starting to see him more like, because they've literally like pulled his face over, so he kind of, so you can see that the curve is more of a nasal septum. If you look at him now as he's aging, he kind of has a torque through the nose because they yanked the tooth over late. He had the braces like in his 40s. If someone had dentures, they kind of talk like this, and you know, and also if the dentures are loose, they're always playing like they don't do certain movements, like not only not eating an apple and stuff what they advertise on TV kind of thing, but they're not doing certain movements because they're afraid their teeth are going to fall out. So I might be talking and actually put my tongue up to my palate because I'm subconsciously keeping my, but feel like you have braces on. Okay, just breathe normal, forget the braces. So just feel breathing because the diaphragm and the palate will play, and now pretend you have braces on and try and breathe. So that's why most of my clients I've noticed have COPD, have had massive dental work. And so my thoughts are, did they get the COPD from the dental work causing the palate not being able to? So in Cupcake's states with the gums really swollen, that's why I was like, oh, I got to get in there. Because they're that swollen, so that's what it's doing more for her, and it's pulling down her, more of the cheekbones, and I think that's why she's getting more of that kind of look through the thing. Because, but feel your gums swollen. So see how the teeth root actually puts pressure on it versus feeling the tooth coming down.
Got it.
I mean, I'm just guessing, but we won't know, like, is that swelling all up in, is it localized or is it actually through her, you know what I mean? So that's why my whole thing is, I understand the eye stuff, but what do we,
All the other.
you know what I mean? So now, you've never had me work on you.
A little bit.
Yeah. You're good.
Oh, thank you. I just had it, yesterday.
So now, this is a perfect example, is I have to see where her counterbalance even is. So with Joy, I did it this way. But with you, what I'm going to do is, I'm lightly lifting the shoulder and then the elbow. Now the reason I did that is because I could see how your shoulder is way off the table. Right. I mean, they're not flat down here, kind of, which is fine. I'm not faulting you, right? So if your shoulder's that engaged muscularly, that means again your counterbalance is going to be a bit labored. So I can do the same thing here. So I'm just looking to make the shoulder almost go higher. This is where you don't sit there and force it down. Is what I'm trying to do now is give you options of up. But I'm feeling where the elbow is in relationship to that counter. So this is actually a really good example. Hold on, I'm going to actually change. That's what I was saying, this is a really good example that you're going to see. So it's adjusting. So it's just more on the elbow. Yeah, no, you want to keep them down sitting and give them a toy. He's good. So what I'm looking for here is at the point where the elbow is going to want to counter through the shoulder. So most people think it's a shoulder joint, but see how that's a lift? Do you feel that? Not a transfer of weight. See how that's awkward for you? But already, just by doing that, your shoulder already came down about almost 3/4 of an inch. But again, I'm going to go up. Now I'm going to go with the elbow into the table. And right there, you can see where the spine's got problems. Do you feel your back right through here? Does your back give you problems? Your lower back through here? But you see how under here, how see this there already, just from that, how much more now the spine's starting to twist. See how I'm countering? There we go. Already again, shoulders coming down more. But see now, see how the transfer is starting to happen. See, I'm not lifting anymore. See how you can... There we go. But see now how your arm wants to start doing something. Feed you, comb your hair. Can you see that, Joy? See how she automatically looks like she wants to feed herself, comb her hair. So just from that little bit now, bring the other hand up on your chest cavity, right? So now take this hand first and just pretend you're going to feed yourself. So see how, feel that? And now bring that down and now do the other hand. See the difference? Can you feel the difference? So do it again here with the right. So see how it's like a transfers down into your shoulder to bring the arm up. And now do the other hand and see how you're lifting. Does that make more sense? Now you can lift, you're an adult. A baby can't.
So doing that motion kind of should help them.
Oh yeah. Because it's teaching the counterbalance and the rotation. So now I'm going to still concentrate on the elbow, but now I'm going to free up the neck. So I'm just underneath here. So see when I move, see how stiff you get? I'm trying to lift the elbow and your neck at the same time, and your brain's going, lady, I have no idea what you're trying to do, but this isn't working. So since lift didn't work, I lift and I'm going to go down. Chest muscles are starting to release. And then just see if that made a difference. See, you're ready. So that little bit of Arthur, when he goes to lift his arm up and hands at head at the same time, might be just more genetics of wording. You know what I mean? That's it. So now I'm separating the arm from the eyes. Do you see that? I can go a little bit faster with adults. I get it, same works. But see how, joy. So now feel feeding yourself with this hand. And now the other hand. See the difference? See how it stopped, went, stopped. Do it again. See how that's continuous movement? Do it again. See See how you had to go to a point and you lifted the elbow off. Can you feel that? So here I'll show you. See if you can feel it. This no. So if I go here, see the difference? See how it's a continuous movement? But here, see right there. See how I have to lift? This is attempting to cross midline with this arm. But this one, see the difference? See if... Now again, you could say, hey, but Michelle, I'm right-handed. My right hand could do this. I hurt my left shoulder. I get all of that. What I'm trying to say is you still have to be in a position through touch to evaluate someone first to see where you're capable and not capable. See, because if you couldn't transfer your weight, me starting to work up here would be useless. But see, now that you're here, see how it catches? There we go. But this is reaching down to pick up something. This is coming back up. Oh, counter, counter. Now, watch this, Joy. So, see how I'm with the elbow. Now, do you feel I can't rotate your arm down? So, in other words, what I'm just trying to do is just do this simple, and you get to about here, and it just feels stuck. Right? And again, you're not going to notice it much, but I'm telling you, driving a car, those kind of things. Do you see how I can't rotate that bicep? Right? So I'm just going to be here. So now I'm going to go reverse. If your body can't do something, well, I'm going to keep doing the same thing. I'll back it out to see if that works. Usually if I can go back it out, see already the difference? There. Now you do these moves and more high-end stuff like swimming and all of that. But now, see now the counter I have. Elbow in, wrist out, elbow out. counter, counter. I'm always somehow working a counterbalance. But already now the shoulder's so much more down to the ground. And you see how you're just mine. I can do whatever I want with it. And now feel feeding yourself with this arm again. And then the other arm. Now it should be more clear that you have to think about what you're doing here. This is just you're doing it. So if you've got a child that has cognitive difficulties, for whatever reason, whether it's speech, thought, whatever, they have to think about their movements. Do you see already where the limitations come? Play around with that. You'll feel a big difference walking too. So just walk down the hallway.